Hey guys, it's the Infamous here. Before we jump into tonight's episode, I gotta tell you about our sponsor, Audible. Audible gives you access to hundreds of thousands of audiobooks that you can listen to wherever it's convenient for you. Use our link, audibletrial.com/infamous, and not only do you get a free 30-day trial of the service, but you also get a free audiobook compliments of the show. So head to audibletrial.com/infamous, get yourself a book, and get some money back into the show. Enjoy tonight's episode.
Okay, hi. You're listening to Infamous Chronicles. Yeah. Love you, Dad.
Turn down for what?
Do you even know what's going on?
This is the Infamous Chronicles.
The Infamous Chronicles.
Featuring the infamous
Aggie Rocks,
Casey Moran,
the Jester,
Natalie Skyy,
Chevy,
Junky,
and Gino.
Wait, what are we doing?
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
the Infamous Chronicles starts right now.
All right, welcome to tonight's episode of Infamous Chronicles. We have a big night. Everyone is here, and that is because we are celebrating our 100th episode. Yay! If we were a sitcom, we would be now in reruns.
5 years.
Yeah.
100 episodes. Syndication, baby.
Residuals.
That's right. I want those checks, Natalie. I want those checks. So we've got the entire crew here tonight, except for Todd, who, as you guys know, we just did that last series to escort him off the show. So this is our first episode without him, but we've brought some old favorites back. We're going to split it into two pieces. So we got the new crew on the first half, and we have your OG crew on the second half, because there's too much awesomeness to fit onto one show. And Gino wants to go home already. Even though he kind of just got here. It's so warm in there, though.
Rude.
God. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about your guys' experience on the show so far, and pros, cons, people you've met, highlights, things of that nature. Gino, since you think I'm in your ass, you get to go first, buddy.
You're gonna let me go first?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so monumental. All right. It's just chill. It's fun. Met a lot of good people.
You're the only one left that had to audition.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck I had to do that. Fucking go through that bullshit. Yeah. Let's just play this out.
Yeah, and then Gino comes in, we're like, this is Natalie, she's new to the show. And he's like, what the fuck? So,
oh my god, I didn't think about that. Asshole!
Yeah.
Technically, I did have to audition, though, because my first time on the show didn't happen.
Jester botched her episode. Yeah. Forgot to turn the mics on.
I didn't audition.
Gino, I didn't audition either. I got literally asked to be on the show.
Yeah. Sorry, Gino. But you know what? That means you've earned your place.
Truth.
All these other people just mooched off of someone else on the show.
We don't mean anything.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to have a show fail to be on this show.
Yeah, Sean's got a pity invite to come on to the show. So your mic tonight, your roster, I should have started with that. Sorry. You just heard from Gino. Yep. Natalie Skyy is back with us.
Yep.
Chevy.
Yeah, see?
Funk.
Oh, that was a good introduction for Sean.
Well, sometimes he's Sean, and sometimes he's Junky, and sometimes he's Funky. So
he's always
Junky
Funky.
tonight.
Yeah.
I think we just got a new nickname for me.
Funky Junky?
I like it.
That'll be your karaoke name.
For sure.
Yeah.
When you sing that Whitney.
When you sing that Whitney girl. What?
I want the monkey in there. Funky Junky Monkey.
Funky Junky Monkey.
I like it.
Monkey's his last name.
That's why it's a monkey.
Right, that's why it's He's not the Funky Junky Monkey, where he'd be an actual monkey. It's okay, Gino.
That'd be too much.
What you said works. I like it. Let's do it.
We're all agreed.
So Linda threw us this totally badass party tonight.
Yes, she did.
She went bananas on the decorations.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. It's super sweet.
Oh, yeah, they're in here, too.
Yeah, she's like the nicest talent or social media manager ever. And
talent manager.
Awesome part of our little family here. So thank you, Linda. You guys are here from her in the second group.
Thanks, Linda.
So, Sean, you have technically been a part of this the longest. So, tell me a little bit about your experience in getting into this family and highs and lows, being on a project like this with your brother. Give me a little insight.
It's pretty cool. It's definitely something to look forward to every Monday night, at the very least. Now, it was cool when I first came on to TIC.
Mm-hmm.
I think a few months ago with my dad.
Mm-hmm. As a guest.
Yeah, my stepbrother, my brother. We don't really use step because we've been stepbrothers for freaking 25 years. So
we don't censor our words here.
I know.
We also don't cuss on here.
Sean has a motherfuck problem, so he's trying not to
Please
say it.
watch your mouth. Children, listen.
Listen to the last 2 or 3 episodes of Taco Truck of Destiny.
It's a lot of motherfucks.
It's literally 75 MFers.
Did you count? Was it actually 75?
Because you used literally.
No, really. I'm not Sam Jackson. I don't really have the right to drop
Jay.
that many MFers. It was revolting. So.
Plus, in Sean's defense, if you are letting your kids listen to this, you're a terrible parent.
You are.
Yeah.
You're a terrible
You should be
parent.
fired from parenting.
I'm glad I don't have children.
So,
want to change that?
so Sean, you like doing this so far.
I love
You're
it.
on with your brother.
Yes. I haven't done enough shows with him. I think I only did that one back then before I even started Taco Truck, and then since I've been on TIC, I don't think I've done one with him.
Oh.
And in fact, the one we did was not aired because he came off sounding like a terrible person.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So the first time we let Jester host, he came off sounding like a horrible, ignorant racist, and we had to be like, yeah, we're not going to air that. And then the second time he hosted, he forgot to turn your mics on. So right now, Jester's batting a 0. So
hopefully I get to do a show with him at some point because we have a good dichotomy, interesting relationship. So. Some things we're completely different on, and some things we're very similar on. So, yeah, hopefully I'll get to do a show with him that will air.
yeah, right? Yeah. So everyone else can hear?
Yeah. You should bring my dad back.
Oh, he's so much fun when he's drunk.
Oh, yeah, I have to get him drunk.
Chevy, what about you? So
what about me?
You also started on another project here and transition.
I think we did 3 episodes, and one of them didn't air. We did 4 episodes, and the 4th one didn't air.
You even called in from New York.
I did.
You called in from the future.
From the future, which I'll be there Friday.
Nice.
Called in from the future.
So you transitioned from Her Chronicles into TIC.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about your experience with this group so far and your highs and lows.
I hate all of you.
Obviously.
I don't like coming here every Monday.
I can see it when you walk in.
And I just hate you all.
So everything the opposite.
Correct.
Of what she just said.
Yes.
We're also glad you're here.
Thanks so much. It's good to be here.
So Natalie, that leads us to you. You came on as a guest on an episode that never aired.
Yeah.
And then we all hung out, and everyone loved you, and we invited you on.
Everyone.
So what's it been like for you so far? You're the newest member of this ragtag group of douchebags.
It's been a blast. I'm excited to see what's to come. I'm so grateful that you guys were welcoming me with open arms because this is definitely something I look forward to.
We have a rule, and basically it's if Chevy thinks you're pretty, then you get invited on air.
Yeah, and I'm totally straight too.
Yeah.
And I totally grabbed your boob earlier.
Yeah, you did. There's actual photographic evidence.
I took a picture of it. I was the lucky one. Should you think I'm pretty? Is that how I got on?
Yeah. I didn't invite you on.
Oh,
yeah, she was just as surprised as the rest of us.
But I do love those eyes of yours. Is that Sean just batted his eyes. Is that how your wife got you? Or you got your wife? Yeah. Anyway, so Jay, how are you feeling about Infamous? In your 100 episodes.
I'm proud that we got here.
Cool.
4 years of a lot of hard work, a lot of good choices and bad choices. Although the bad choices still needed to happen to get to the good ones. We've had some people on the project that are no longer here that I would like to thank. So Michelle Stevenson, Maestro, Alan Regenbald, John Fitzgerald, Monnier, and am I forgetting anyone? I don't think I am. I don't think I'm forgetting anyone. Oh, Danny and Mish, obviously on our Taco Truck show, and Firefox, and Linda, and my wife, of course, and Todd and Jamie. You know, you guys were, even however brief you were a part of it, you're still a part of the foundation of this thing and where it's going to go. We wouldn't have gotten there without you, so thank you for being a part of that.
Yeah.
And so my next question for you guys, and then you will be released for the evening to go about your debauchery in the
Oh my
backyard.
God, that's so just 10 minutes, 9 minutes.
I mean, you could talk for as long as you want.
I mean, I just might, but it'll be to a wall.
I know
and
better
it will be recorded.
than to stop you mid-sentence. So my next question for you guys is, start same order, Gino. What do you hope to see come of your time here on the show moving forward? And like, what would be your dream place for the Infamous Chronicles to end up?
Oh, jeez. Way to lay it down. I like it.
iTunes top 10.
Just I don't know. I see this just continuing being like just a chill, I guess, gathering. We all just fuck around and talk about it, which is always fun and for people to listen to.
Yeah.
The other beginning part of it was it?
Poor Gino just wants to go home. It's like, you dragged me in here. No, I just, like, what would be your dream place for the show to end up?
I mean, all benefiting from it in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it's, I guess, profitable or, I don't know, whatever you get out of it.
Fair enough. Natalie?
Definitely on our iTunes top 10, without a doubt.
That would be awesome.
But
shoot for the stars.
yeah.
Way to just, like, smash me there. That was kind of
She had her pistol loaded,
I
though.
can't take all the credit.
Yeah.
Can't take all the credit. So that, and I think bringing all of our friends and keep adding to this, you know, because we all have cool stories and have friends that have neat stories, and you know, I'm all about bringing the people together.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean? Junky, funky, monkey, chunky. Did I get it all right?
Yeah.
Funky, junky.
Sounds good. So we haven't. That's it.
FJM.
Dude, I hope to someday be doing like live reads for sponsors, man.
That'd be fun.
Seriously, like I hope we get. That'd be awesome if we went big, huge on the iTunes top 10 list, sponsors, getting paid. But you know what? That would be awesome. But if none of that stuff happened, it would still be cool just to come here, shoot the shit with some cool
doing what we're
peeps
doing.
and talk. So that's the dream. The dream never materializes. No regrets.
There you go. I like it.
Yeah.
Chevy,
Yeah.
can you be not opposite just this once?
I agree with what everyone said, and I hope for the best. And I really enjoy coming here on Mondays, so
Did that hurt?
it did. I
Take a
got
deep breath.
goosebumps. I have goosebumps from actually being
From telling the
sincere.
truth. No.
I don't like it.
And I'd also like to say, happy birthday, Chevy.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Our little Chevy turns 21 this month.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna be 30.
Oh my god.
I almost shit myself for 1 second. I was like, no.
What? That I was 21.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah, Chevy has a karaoke birthday party tomorrow night.
Yes.
You should
No,
plug it.
Wednesday night. I should what?
Wednesday.
That is tomorrow
Wednesday's
night.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sean.
You should plug it.
Tomorrow's
I should
Tuesday.
Tell everybody where you're going to be. Maybe that we have listeners in the LA
So,
area.
Oh, well, what's
LA peeps, there is a bar in Sherman Oaks called the Oaks Tavern. I will be there with my fellow infamous friends and other friends.
The less important ones.
With bells
Yeah,
on.
With bells on. My mom will be there too, which I'm really excited
Woo, Mom.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's karaoke. There will be fun. I will be drunk.
What would you do if like a whole fucking line
Like
of
a
people
fuck
showed
ton
up
of people showed
and they were
up?
like, yeah, we're here
Sing
for the
her
party.
ass off.
Oh, man,
That's what
that'd
she'd
be-
do. She'd sing her friggin'
I would
ass
sing
off.
my ass off. Yeah, I will
If
be
that's what
entertaining.
that's what we get you for your birthday is just an audience for your Whitney performance.
God, that would be
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Right.
No, separate ways. I want
Yeah.
her
You'd have to
so
Turn
get
it separate
you'd have to go
ways.
get like
Yeah.
a microphone tattoo immediately
I
after.
have a microphone tattoo.
Done.
As I lay my arm
you
out
need
to
like
show
a new
you.
one.
What's that, Sean?
Done. Microphone tattoo.
Oh yeah, it's happened.
That would be fun.
That would be really cool.
Originally, like the original crew of the four, we were all going to go get them one night. We all got drunk and we went there and everything, and they couldn't get all four of us in before they closed. So we were like, fuck it, and then we never did it.
Probably for the
So-
best.
Oh, it would have been so cool to get a microphone tattoo.
Oh.
Hey, this has been a big part of my life for a while now, so it
for
makes
you, I think
sense.
it would have been good for you. Who were the other three?
It was Oggy,
Okay.
who's
still
been
good.
here from the beginning.
Still good.
It was Scotty G, who was from 10 episodes in, and then Ashley, Firefox. So it would have been, I mean, the original crew back when we were just a kitchen table.
Wow.
Yeah, don't listen to the early episodes. They're terrible.
Don't worry.
Dad. For me, with the show, like where it goes, one of the biggest, most important highlights of the show that we've done so far for me personally was we did an episode when Prop 8 passed in California about the use of the word faggot. And we had a friend of mine came on and discussed how he had been bullied. And he said on the show that, that word is the last word some people hear before they're killed. And it was this profound statement. And we ended up getting a phone call from a local high school in Sean's neck of the woods that invited us to come and speak to the students about bullying. And so that was a huge, and at the time we were all like, us? No, you don't want us around teenagers. But now, like, if that opportunity were to come through again, and with everything that Casey's accomplished with his and proving that podcasts can actually make an influential difference in a daily routine, I think that would be really cool. And we, like you said, Natalie, all of us have a lot of great strengths and a lot of great weaknesses that people could benefit from. So, and then just the stories that we've heard from people. I have a lot of fun doing it, but, some people have come on, Linda as one of them, she came on and shared her story, and you, Natalie, last week talked about your situation. And to me, like, that's what makes it special is that there's 1,000 podcasts on iTunes about people fucking talking about nothing like we do. But every now and then we really do get to do something special, and that's cool. And we get comments like, oh my God, I didn't know anyone felt this way, or that's really special. So when you get feedback like that, it definitely makes it worth it. So that would be my highlight.
I dig it.
You dig it?
I'm into it
too.
Yeah.
We're going there.
Yeah.
I'm never using that word ever again.
Dig it?
No.
Dig it like a
we're
shit?
not.
F word.
The F word?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you, let's see, we're 15 minutes in. By the end of this episode, you will have said it.
No,
again.
no. The
not
second
the F word.
Oh, that word. Yeah, no.
It's the bad F
yeah.
word.
It was terrible.
I'm an old school dude, and it's hard for me to let that word go because where I come from, it doesn't mean gay. However, what you just said,
it's tough, right?
Mind blown.
It's
like,
tough.
I'm sitting here going, oh shit, you're done with that word.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I only say it to myself. I never say it in public, and now I'm done saying it forever.
Yeah, good. Many people would be happy to hear that. Especially since we just had Pride Month, man.
Yeah.
It's like double down on not saying it.
Wow.
So there you go. So that is going to do it for our first half of the episode with our newbies. Guys, we're really excited to have you. I can't wait to see where we all go together. I think all of you are acclimating into the chaos quite impressively.
Good word.
Yeah, so I'm really proud and happy to have you guys all a part of this, and you are what makes it special. So thank you.
That was
Thank
really
you.
sweet. Thanks a lot for that.
And by the way, I hate all of you.
Yes.
Am I doing this right?
I was going to say, I'm glad we got that on tape.
Yeah. I like the mere sight of all of you. It makes me sick. Am I doing it
trying
against
to be
Chevy?
like me?
Yeah.
I'm really not mean.
Racist comment, hatred, anger, Chevy.
Oh, God.
Did I do it?
No.
That's
so
perfect.
mean.
All right, you guys go drink,
Okay.
have fun, and then we're going to get the original guys back right after this break.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for getting us to episode
guys.
100.
Thanks, Jay.
This is
First, take a big step back
the Infamous Chronicles.
and literally fuck your own face!
The Infamous Chronicles.
Hey fellas, do you need to get some flowers? I mean seriously, did you mess up with your lady? Forget something special? She's got something you gotta congratulate her on? You wanna just tell her how much you love her? Guys, seriously, all smart moves. What's not smart is not saving 15% on your flowers. Head over to our sponsor, bouquetinabox.com. They are grown here in California, all natural, delivered very promptly with this private message, and it will hook you up on the good side of your lady again. Use our promo code INFAMOUS, that's infamous, and you save 15% off your first order. It's so easy. Bouquetinabox.com. Use our promo code INFAMOUS, get yourself some brownie points, and save some money. Back to the show.
Now,
What did you say?
back to the Infamous Chronicles.
I said you look shitty.
All right, we're back from our commercial. This year's Oggy Rocks.
Hey, Scotty G, what is Dookie?
Totally, we got this.
Oh, yeah.
Linda's here.
Hola.
Jester.
Yeah. Got the Jester.
And say your fucking name over there.
Oh, Casey Moran, good to be here.
Totally.
It's about time.
So what have you guys enjoyed about being on the show? And where do you want the future to go? You know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you something. Once you hit what? Okay. Once you hit 100, where do you go from there? It's just 101.
You go to 200, bro.
Yeah. So we got a long fucking road ahead of us before we have another one of these types of episodes. So I'm just looking forward to breathing air, eating food, staying alive.
Well, Oggy, you're the only one that's been there
needy.
from like episode 1 to now. So like, can you talk about the evolution from 1 to 100? And like, it started at like a different location where it was just like a mic.
So
on a
literally,
table.
it started with one guy and a microphone. Okay.
Yeah. Trying to sell his book.
Yeah, trying to sell a book.
And an Andy Gump.
Yeah, trying to have book promotions through podcasts. Right. That was Jay, obviously, and then Jay realized that a one-man podcast really isn't that cool. So then it was the Maestro. If anybody has been listening that long, good old David, and myself.
Firefox came in later too, right?
Well, it was the three of us for a while, for a good long while.
Yeah.
And then Firefox came on. That was pretty neat because she was like a strong female presence.
Yeah.
I think we needed that. Like once we figured out how to podcast, you know what I mean? Like we worked out the kinks, and then we kind of got on a good stretch, and then we got Firefox. That was pretty neat. And then Firefox disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And then the Maestro disappeared.
And then a lot of people kind of came in and
came and went, and we had like people come and tell really amazing stories.
Linda being one of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So really, like, those are my favorite episodes for the most part, except for the ones where it's just like just us having stupid amounts of fun.
Yeah, you know, like I'm responsible for bringing like guests on, like a Jonathan Lipnicki or Danielle Savory, and that those were great episodes because it was.
She's pretty sexy.
Well, yeah, sure, but it also it's like, okay, they can tweet this out, we can get more people listening and all that stuff. However, I think the content of somebody's story that's gone through something like Linda's gone through, or we had Diana on, and other people talking about like just real life things that happened to them that other people could relate to. Not that people can't relate to what Danielle's talking about or Jonathan, but you got celebrities, and then you have people that they might just catch on more to somebody's story and go,
no, totally, because they're just average people doing average things.
Those are some of my favorite episodes too. I mean, like, we've had so many great times on this, and I've been on like the second half on. But do you think that it's, in terms of just like people being comfortable on the mic, it just sounds so much better now than it did, episode 6?
I think if you just think of it as a podcast, leave it as a podcast, and treat it no more and no less than a podcast, and just have fun with it, I think it's going to keep going good.
Right.
Yeah. But it's when you try to do extra stuff, too much.
Too many bells and whistles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Too many moving parts is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Simple, stupid.
Right.
Because stupid, simple. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the way to go.
What is your favorite episode that you were a part of, and why?
Shoot, I can't even think of it right now. There's so many. There's been so many great ones.
Does anybody else want to answer that? Scotty G?
Yeah. Anybody else have like a favorite episode they were on? I can't decide.
Favorite episode? I mean, just to kind of piggyback off of what your previous question was for Oggy.
Yeah.
I think that we have like just a great diversity within what we bring to the podcast, because sometimes we're, silly, sometimes we're serious. And so it goes from the sincerity to the hilarity from episode to the next. And it kind of illustrates just, different parts of our lives and, how we try to contribute and help other people and how they try to get their message out. And so we'll be completely serious and, totally engaged in that conversation. There's times when we don't have anything to do, so we just got to fill up airspace. And so we're just shooting the shit, having a good time as boys. And so I think that just kind of...
And girls.
And girls, absolutely. I'm all inclusive. It shows a lot of the range, that is a human being, And so, I mean, if you follow the podcast regularly, some episodes you'll be like, man, I like their more serious stuff. But, it's just another way to get to know us on a personal level if you listen to the more funny ones, too. Even if it's not your cup of tea. It's us being jackasses, and vice versa.
Yeah, I like that. Anybody else have any fond memories or just a good, either if you weren't part of it, listening back, or it's like, oh, that was a really, good episode.
I think I figured out what my favorite episode was when Scotty G and the Jester threw a freestyle.
That was the par reunion.
Yeah, that was pretty rad.
Oh, that's cool.
That was pretty rad. Just out of nowhere, these guys just start freestyling.
I don't know. Skyy G snorting hot sauce was a good one.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't there for that one.
Yeah, I did show my ass.
I wasn't there for that one. Missed that one. Yeah.
You did. You really missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why did you show your asshole to the guests?
Because it's an asshole that's only good for radio, bro.
That's hey, not good enough for a hustler, but good enough for radio.
No, I don't know. It was he came out from the East Coast, and like he was Degenerate Nation was his podcast. Right? His podcast.
He's a good dude.
You're a very good dude, funny as hell, and like we were just kind of like up in the ante on just like daring each other to do shit.
It was like Jackass Radio.
Some shit was getting crazy.
At some point, dude, I gave him a good long stare with the brown eye.
Wow.
You sure
Did
did.
you make it talk?
Boy.
Did you Ace Ventura that?
No.
Oh, dude, that would have been next level.
Yeah.
If
only I could turn back time.
Right.
And what about Lou over there?
What?
Is your mic on?
Huh?
Is your mic on?
I don't know. Is it?
Why are you so quiet?
I'm listening.
Oh, I thought you were here to participate. No? Okay. Oh no.
Well, I haven't really been on any episodes. I've been on one.
It was a pretty prominent one, wouldn't you say?
Prominent.
Actually, no. I've been on two. One with Maternal Instincts and one with my. Yeah, that was a hard one. I can't say that was a.
But wasn't it like therapy for you?
It was. It helped me open up a lot.
Yeah.
It did. I mean, it helped me open up to tragic events and get to meet new people. So yeah, I guess that was a favorite episode.
I think that kind of goes back to Oggy's point though, of like those like real life stories, is because I did mine. It was just me and Infamous, and he kind of tricked me. He told me to come over to watch the OJ show that was going on, People vs. OJ. And
How was that?
Dude, fucking the best. I love
Really?
People vs. OJ. Oh, so
I gotta
good.
look that up.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, so he's like, yeah, come over. And I'm like, okay. And then like right before we were gonna watch it, he's like, hey, you want to do an episode? And I was like, what? And he's like, I gotta tell you, I just wanted you to do an episode, man. So we went in and we just talked about my depression, and it was just one-on-one. And like I got so much amazing feedback from that. Like one person said, like, I didn't know how to tell my parents about my depression, so we listened to this episode and together we hugged and cried afterwards, and like just things that were life changing for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
that's why I like the personal stories, because it's like they're so impactful.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting a lot of buzzing in my fucking headphones. Turn off that snare. Let me get some more snare.
Turn up the snare in my headphones. I have no snare.
Those two.
I can't really hear it.
Yeah, maybe you guys got good technology over there.
Yeah.
We just suck.
This is the director's chair.
Yeah.
So, like, Jester, what's your favorite episode?
The one where I blessed the show with my presence.
Oh, yeah.
Episode, I believe, 46 or 47, the Par reunion.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That's a good one.
I mean, when you get to get on a microphone and speak your mind, and no one's judging you for it, it's very liberating.
At the moment, at least.
Yeah.
Listeners later will
But
probably be judging
other than that, I have to say my personal favorite was a 3-part segment called The Illuminati, which me and Scotty G and Todd and PSAC and Infamous were all a part of. And we even got Casey Moran in on one of the episodes for like 10 minutes, and then he fucking bounced, you know?
I don't know what to do in those episodes. I don't know what to do.
But that was a pretty good series, because you had me that was playing devil's advocate, throwing out these curveballs to these conspiracy theorists like Scotty G and PSAC and Todd. Not that you're a conspiracy theorist, Scotty G, but you do have a very good political opinion. I
like researching all facets of possibilities. I'm not necessarily that I subscribe to it, but I just want to see what other people are talking about, different shit.
Right. And I just don't believe in any of it, because I feel like, America is still a decent country, and it's just a bunch of people's opinions are clashing, making it a horrible country. That's all I feel it is. So yeah, I like the Illuminati.
Yeah, that's you know what's great about this is like we had celebrity interviews, we had real life personal stories from people, we had political talk, we've had
sex talk.
We've kind of hit a lot of I wouldn't say all angles. Yeah, comedians.
But we hit a lot of angles.
We hit a lot of different subjects and topics, and tried different people out. Some people worked, some people didn't. Some people liked this, and some people didn't. But what was good about it is it was an opportunity to try this out and get a feel. I think my favorite episode that I wasn't a part of was the Jaybird one
That was a powerful story.
It's about a guy that was in jail for a long time. He had something to do with a murder.
Like 22 years. Yeah. He helped his friend kill his mom because his mom would like beat him. Yeah, it was a crazy story. If you haven't heard that one, look it up.
That's one of my favorites.
It's way early. I think it's episode like 18 or 16. One of those two.
It was before mine, and mine was 27. So I think it was like it might have been early 20s, but it was early on.
Late teens, early 20s, somewhere in there is that episode.
It was like Jaybird and the something is the title.
And the Husker Doos.
Definitely not. Husker Doos. In terms of what you asked before that I don't think we answered is what you want this to turn into. I think I just want it to continue to be something that we continue to do. Whether it's the same
What
people.
A solid answer.
Well, I just want it to be around.
Keep it on.
I just want it to keep going because I think that, Linda and I talked about it on Discussing Depression and how I think this is like a family, and so it's just good to have somewhere to go every Monday night, whether you're on mic or not. And I just want it to be a consistent, constant in my life, and somewhere we can go and just feel like we can let loose for a little bit and do something, do something that makes us feel good, or get something off our chest, or
keep whatever. On the good fight, man.
Yeah,
I can dig it.
Don't let anybody kill your dreams.
Because this. To be honest, when you're doing a podcast and you're doing as much as Infamous has done, whether it's put the studio together, get all these people, having them at his house and
every week.
There's probably been a bunch of times where this was going to be completely shut off and never going to happen.
Yeah.
So I think I need to be more grateful and go, this is still fucking going. Let's just appreciate it.
He has P. Diddy this bitch and said, I'm closing the studio.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, there was a time where, he's like, July, we're fucking not doing it. And I get it now. I think it's really easy from the outside looking in. Like, why wouldn't you just do it? But it's like, it's annoying to have people over every day. And it's a lot of people, and they don't get to bed until 11, and it's annoying. So it's so cool that we have a place like this to go to, where we can kind of just, it's like an island of misfit toys, and we can all just fucking have a good time and bullshit on the mic.
That's how my life is, just a series of different island of misfit toys, That's the way I feel.
Yeah.
Just different places.
Yeah. Now, okay, so...
I just want to share a quick story, and maybe the three of you or four of you can elaborate on it a little bit. It happened recently, about 10 days ago, about a guy who was sitting in his home. True story. You can look it up. Sitting in his home. Intruder comes in his front door, kicks his door down, punches the guy in the face, and then proceeds to sodomize him and basically fuck him in the ass. So I'm just kind of wondering what your guys' take is on something like that, because, that's a very peculiar story. It doesn't really happen very much.
You just kind of took a curveball right there.
Yeah. I feel like maybe this person who committed this sodomy was like in jail, and
okay, you're going where I was going. I thought it was a bad business deal that went sour, where a lot of money was owed, and they sent out an enforcer that had no problem, taking a guy's manhood.
Maybe that too. I'm saying maybe this guy's just a wild card, been in the system, and he just he needs that rush and that man sex,
I'm just confused. I thought we were talking about the history of the show, and then he's talking like, hey, this guy got raped and fucking intruded. And blah, blah,
well, hey, that's the beauty of the show.
That's what
it always takes. It always turns.
Classic.
It always turns the corner.
Classic Jester, right there.
Classic, baby. No, but seriously though, I mean, I saw it in the news, and I just thought, if that happened to me, I'd be pretty embarrassed.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be embarrassing and painful. That'd be really painful.
That happened to the guy from Girls Gone Wild. Like somebody broke into his house and tied him up and
butt raped him.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
So there was money to do something to do with that.
Okay.
Yeah, there was some shadiness.
Yeah, that guy did a lot of shady shit.
It's just crazy how sad any news is now. It's always just stories.
That's why I never watch it. I feel like if you don't watch the news, if you don't pay attention to what's going on in the social world of television and media, you feel better.
Kanye West said it. Everything on the news,
the blues.
Yeah, but this is how I've lived my life. So I'm so happy.
Yeah, titties and shit.
Well, yeah, those too. But I don't watch the news at all, ever. I never pay attention to what's going on in the world.
All right.
Fuck the world.
Fuck free world.
313.
No, it's just be happy. Why do you surround yourself with that horse shit that's there just to bring you down? It's
everything he just said had been like a lyric of a song right there.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I don't know if I feel like Oggy, it sounds like Oggy just he was in traffic and he just saw a bunch of bumper stickers and he's like, I'm gonna talk about that on the show today.
No, that's just like, dude, that's how I've lived my life, bro. For reals.
Yeah.
Like, I will leave a room if you put the news on. I will get out of the car on the freeway.
Do you know what a perfect job for Oggy would be? Writing fortune cookies,
dude.
Like,
I can dig it.
Yeah, it would just be like, just eat mushrooms, then you'll be good.
Like, okay, so you're saying I can eat mushrooms and get paid to write fortune cookies?
Yeah, you would fucking kill it.
But where's this job?
I don't know.
Are you gonna hire me to do this?
Yeah,
You're gonna have to learn Mandarin,
dude.
Yeah.
Panda Express needs a new writer.
It's in English.
Yeah, but sometimes they translate out the Chinese writing too. They're more
Well,
effective that way.
you can get a fucking translator. You know what I mean? There's a guy for that. There's probably an app for that.
Yeah, there is an app.
Yeah, you just Google it. Boom.
Yeah.
I love all the old school bumper stickers like honk if you're horny, shit happens.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna so get that. I forgot about that.
Honk
I haven't
if
seen a
you're
honk
horny.
if you're horny sticker in so long.
I should just be honking all day then.
I know. Then the chick rolls the window down and is like, you want to get that dick sucked over there? They're like, why? That's why I honked.
And then you LMFAO it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to hang out with this guy at Best Buy named Charles, a big black guy, and he's like, hey, man, you're funny, Casey. Let's go out one day with my buddy. And he's this huge black guy. And I'm like, all right. And he goes, you got to see this guy's pickup line. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm ready for this pickup line. I swear to God, this is true. We would go to this bar, and he would go up to girls, and he would just go, how you feel about sucking a dick tonight? And like, he was like 2 for 10. And
what?
Dude,
No, but those are okay numbers.
not bad. And the other ones are like one time.
That means he got his dick sucked twice that night.
Yeah, and he got a drink thrown in his face. And I was like, what'd you do? He's like, I just opened my mouth, man. I got some of that free alcohol. That was the best.
Dude, sometimes, like, black guys like that are so much fun to be around.
Black people in general have the best sayings. Like, okay.
Not all of them.
No, but I
I
worked with a girl in Texas. And she always said really sarcastic shit that was hilarious to me. And one day, I was sitting in a cubicle, like, diagonal to her. And I just heard her open up her email and go, and I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And she just said, people need to stop having birthdays. I be broke. And I was like, and then I thought about it and I was like, that's true, dude. People do need to stop having birthdays.
In Hispanic communities, how the fuck do they pay rent?
Right.
You know, they're at a birthday every fucking weekend for some cousin of a cousin, you know? It's like, god damn.
Yeah.
Because that one person saves and saves and saves, and then they pick somebody else to help them pay that party.
You know what
I mean?
You know, here's a funny story. So like those bounce houses that you rent for kids and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was asking the guy that I saw at a carnival. He had a bounce house. He was selling the tickets and stuff. I go, how much does it cost to rent one of those? And he goes, you know, I don't really know, but they can't be that expensive because you see them in the ghetto.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do for the last 4 minutes of this 100th episode. We're gonna go around the room and talk about our favorite memory, whether it's inside the studio or outside of it, and give a shout out to somebody from the show. So I guess I'll start. My favorite memory in the studio was doing the episode with Infamous about my depression, just because of the feedback that we got, and it also I got to branch off and make my own podcast from that. So it's kind of like it's been really helpful because that's my favorite thing I've done. Outside the studio, I think the time we had a barbecue with the Adams.
That was pretty fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I've been watching this show recently.
Yeah,
that's a good show.
Yeah, and
Power on HBO.
Yeah, Adam Bougie and then Hess, maybe something like that.
Adam Huss.
Yeah. That was just fun, and kind of like tonight, it was just a barbecue. Oggy making the food.
We should barbecue more often. We should have a barbecue fund.
That was fun.
Like,
absolutely.
If we each put $1 every time we podcast.
Yeah.
And then just like once a month, just barbecue.
Right, I like that. And then my shout out would be to the Infamous for letting this all happen. So that's mine. Jester.
Wow, I'd like to start off by thanking the Lord for this joyous occasion. I I gotta say, I've contributed a lot of voice time, mic time onto this show. I've talked about every topic that the show has offered that I've been on. I never steer clear of certain topics. I talk about everything. But I do have to say that my big shout out is to the entire cast, because without the cast, this show wouldn't even be possible. And everybody brings their own special thing to this show. Everyone's unique in their own way, especially myself. I'm probably the biggest wild card in this whole fucking group because I talk about, one thing and it always interjects to everyone else's topic.
Anal.
Yeah, anything sexual. So yeah, my shout outs to the whole crew, man. It's just been a pleasure up to this point, and I just see it moving forward steadily and strong.
Awesome. Scotty G.
You know what? I would have to say, not specifically one favorite moment, but just to see it develop, because I probably started around like episode 36. I was in and out, and then I had a big chunk that I was in, and then I was out for a while, and so it's just watching Infamous go through, trying to watch his creation being, brought to life. Pretty much where it's autonomous, where he doesn't have to do it like specifically himself anymore, but actually has like a reliable crew, and like just the way that the show's grown, and how it's brought so many different people together, and the stories that we told and the stories that we're still going to tell. So definitely look forward to that.
Cool. Shout out to anybody.
I love you, Mama. Rest in peace, Tupac.
Jesus. Linda.
I guess my favorite episode would be the one from last year, my first episode that I was on. It did help me open up a lot, like I said, about the loss of my child. Leave it at that. Favorite outside would probably be tonight. It's nice to see everybody here.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been great. And a shout out would be to Mrs. Infamous for putting up with all of this.
That's a great fucking shout out.
Yeah.
Oggy, you've been here the longest out of anybody in this room.
I'd say my favorite episode had to be Jaybird.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's crazy. What a crazy story.
Yeah, and you were in the studio when that was
going
on.
Yeah. No, that was powerful. Like, just to see, like, a guy go through 22, 24 years of jail and then just come out of jail and just be, like, this happiest person ever and just radiant happiness everywhere he goes. It's crazy, bro.
And then...
It was amazing to see.
What about outside the studio? What was your...
And then outside the studio, I just like to dance.
Barbecues.
I testify.
Dance at barbecues.
Interviews by the pool. Considered fools that dropped out of high school.
Stereotypes of it. No, we're not going to go there anyway.
Yeah, no, but I like to drink, dance, and barbecue. I think those are my favorite things. Off-roading is really fun, too. If you guys never off-roaded before, I suggest you do it.
And any shout-outs?
Shout-outs to every DJ that made me dance. Ever.
Like it. All right, so I guess that's going to end this 100th episode. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to say? Any closing words?
No, for reals, dude. Shout out to the Infamouses. Yeah. Mr. and Mrs. for putting up with our shit.
Thank you. 100 feels good, and here's to 100 more, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Catch you on the net. Just what a dookie.
Yeah.
Can we all join in song to celebrate the birth of our Lord?
We shall.
And pause.
I say no.
Kumbaya, my Lord.
Hallelujah.
Episode's never going to get aired.
Later.
100, baby.
If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Infamous Chronicles. Our show is produced by Jeremy Elder, talent acquisition is done by Casey Moran, and operations directed by Paul Sinacori. This show is copywritten Infamous Works, LLC, 2016. All rights are reserved. All of our guests appear signed via waivers. We don't own the rights to any of the music featured on our show. We are just fans of it. Visit us at infamousworks.com or call our offices at 844-4-INFAMOUS.